Gray Thunder Perch Runs making their way in first. Josh doing the driving. Bart's Perch Runs making their way in with Matt driving. The Pittman Perch Runs making their way in next with Mark. Straight River Perch Runs with Nick. Clark Family Orchards with Scott. The gates are closed. Drivers on the rail at the trot. The Gray Thunder entry will be starting our reverse. Gray Thunder starting that diagonal reverse with Mr. Josh Wilcox. We're going to bring you down to the walk, please. Drivers coming down to the walk. And we're going to move you back at the trot, please. All moving at the trot. The Wilcox entry will start our lineup when you get down to Mr. Hegeman. As our section in the first group for our tandems come into the lineup, we'll give them a nice round of applause. This class is again dedicated in memory of Pete Tripp. We do have a special section in our seating area. If you look all the way to my left, all the way around past the Ames booth, there is a booth that has a bench in it, and that is a bench that has been redone, recreated. It is a beautiful bench, and we're asking anyone that has lost a member of our draft horse family to take a Maine flower and put on that bench. We're going to fill that bench with memories of those that are no longer with us. There's several over there already, but again, if you would like to go see it, if you would like to take a Maine flower over to put on that bench, at the end of the show, we're going to take a picture and fill that bench with those memories of those who have passed, and especially noted in this class, Pete Tripp, our class sponsored in his memory. Our drivers in this class will recognize as they make their way out another tremendous showing the versatility of the Percheron horse, driving one horse in the shaft with that one horse attached out front. Takes very talented drivers to keep that lead horse stepping freely out front. Our judge making some notes on his card. Again, we're going to see a total of 3 divisions to this class. All right, we are going to open the gates. Scott, if you would make your way out first. We are going to dismiss this group. Clark Family Orchard entry making their way out. Followed by the Barsh Percherons. No, I apologize. The Straight River Percherons making their way out next with Nick Harbaugh. The Pittman Percherons with Mark Pittman. Barsh Percherons joining us from Plainview with Matt driving. And the Gray Thunder Percherons with Josh Wilcox. All right, we are working to get those hitches back safely out of the way before we're going to bring in the next group. Our next group, we anticipate 6 entries. Hemmersbach Percherins leading our way in. We're all going to continue on the rail at the trot. Scott, you will be doing our reverse when you get to the corner, please. We are going to open the gate. One exhibitor has asked to be excused. Remaining entries, if you would space yourselves out. Moving back at the trot to space yourselves out, please. And now we're going to come down to the walk, please. Down to the walk. And pick it back up to the trot, please. All trot on. All trot on. And we will be lining up with Mr. Scott Sanders as he makes his way around. We will be lining up. Our final entry making it into the center arena. Would you please welcome our second division of the tandems? Our judge, Mr. Mark Berry, going to review these entries. First for his review is entry 1406. That is Hammersbach Pertrins, joining us from Cashton, Wisconsin, with Scott Sanders doing the driving. Next in our lineup is entry 1828, the entry of Hunting Creek Farms. Mr. Chip Lawrence doing the driving. They join us from North Carolina. Number 1375, Red Oak Farms, next with Christopher Bonsington. And our final entry in this section of our tandems, joining us from Greenwich, Ohio, the Stickler Family Pertrins with Mike exhibiting. Once again, Mr. Mark Berry, our judge, making notes on his card. We do have one more section in the open tandem, one more section. Again, our judge looking for two horses that work together well. We're going to open the gates and we are going to start dismissing, starting with Mike with the Stickler Family Pertrins out to your right. One more section as we welcome our tandem cart class. Again, this class dedicated in memory of Pete Tripp and our third and final division, ready to make their way in. White Mountain Pertrins making their way in with Justin. Silver Oak Percherons making their way in with Ethan Strain. Miss Kim Scott doing the driving for the Double S Percherons. Chad Zubrod for the Zubrod Percherons. Our gate is gone closed on the rail at the trot, drivers, on the rail at the trot. Justin is going to be making a reverse into the turn. This class judged again on the ability of our driver to safely and smoothly keep both horses head to tail. The horse closest to the cart, the wheel horse with the horse out front, the leader, keeping these tandem horses working together. And we're going to come down to the walk, please. Down to the walk. And back into the trot, please. All trot on. And Justin will be lining up when he comes around. He gets to our ring steward's direction. We're going to be lining up with the White Mountain entry. Let's give them a nice round of applause as our final group in our tandem class makes their way into the arena. Now just remember, we're looking around all the time to see who is cheering loud and proud. Our Fan of the Night award will be going out tonight. And also, any young girls, that queen, junior queen, the crown could be yours. In the lineup, we're welcoming entry 1262, White Mountain Percherons with Justin Hussey. Number 2263. Next, that is Silver Oak Perch Runs. They make the trip from Verdun, Manitoba, with Ethan doing the driving. Our talented lady driver next for the judge's eye. That is Double S Perch Runs, joining us from Missouri with Kim Scott. And our final entry, the entry of Zoo Broad Perch Runs, Guthrie, Oklahoma, with Dr. Chad exhibiting. We are going to be opening the gates, and we're going to be welcoming our 2 heats from the previous. It is going to get tight in here, but we are going to welcome 14 tandems to the arena, 14 tandems. Again, this class being judged on our driver's ability to keep that lead horse stepping freely out front, both horses working in unison. Our open tandem making their way in. And we do need you to come in close and tight. Drivers, as you make your way around, you're going to come in closely and tight. Pay attention to your ring steward. All entries coming back in, 14 entries. Pay attention to your ring steward, drivers. We are going to be parking some of you in some tight spots down there. So, Scott, pay attention to your ring steward. We are going to be putting a few of you in different spots. Drivers, pay attention to Bill. He is going to be parking a few of you in to fill in the gaps. Pay attention to Bill, your ring steward. Our final entry making their way into the lineup. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tandem is not a class you see very often, so for us to grace this arena with 14 entries, let's welcome these drivers for a world-class show. The queens, you might want to step back in if you would. We're going to have a little drive off, so let's bring those girls back in. There's going to be a couple drivers going out. You're going to go out to your right, so pay attention. Again, our judge wanting to clarify a few things in his mind. $13.75 Red Oak Farms with Christopher Bonzingson and Mr. Chip Lawrence for Hunting Creek. On the rail at the trot, please. As you come around, we'll put you back in the lineup. As you come around back into the lineup, drivers. Once again, let's give a nice round of applause to all of our tandem entries. A beautiful turnout. Now we're going to bring our Queen Party back in and our class sponsors. This class is dedicated in memory of Pete Tripp, but we are also going to welcome, oh, wait a minute, girls. News flash. We are going to We are going to have more horses working on the rail. We're going to get everyone safely on the rail and moving at the trot. It includes the Strain family, White Mountain Perch Runs, and the Clark Family Orchard. Moving at the trot. If you have a favorite, make sure to cheer them on. Again, we're looking for that fan of the night to make some noise. And you're going to find your spot back in the lineup, drivers. Back in the lineup, please. All right, nice round of applause once again. I see the card in hand, so we are now going to be welcoming in our Queen Party and our sponsor, dedicated in memory of Pete Tripp, but we are also recognizing a silver sponsor and a new sponsor for our World Percheron Congress, Renova Equine Therapies. They do have their booth located in our vendor area. We're going to be welcoming Ginger Johnson and Pam Minnick, representing Renova Equine Therapies. Give those ladies a nice round of applause. They come from Texas to be a part of our show. Ginger Johnson and Pam Minnick. Our award ribbons start at 10th place. Well, we are going to be placing this class in its entirety, but ribbons will start at 10th. Today in 13th position is going to be entry 4031. That is Straight River Perch Runs. Nick Harbaugh doing the driving from Blooming Prairie, Minnesota, out to your left, or whatever way. I guess ribbons aren't starting until 10th, but out to your left for the remaining entries. In 12th place, number 4041, Stickler Family Perch Runs from Greenwich, Ohio. Mike doing the driving. '11th place going to 2429, Barch Perch Runs from Plainview, Minnesota with Matt Steffen. And we're going to move into your top 10 for the tandem. In 10th place today will be entry 1310. That is Zubrod Perch Runs to Guthrie, Oklahoma. Dr. Chad Zubrod. To your left, please. In 9th position, entry 1485, Gray Thunder Perch Runs from Mokina, Illinois with Josh Wilcox. Presenting our awards again today, our sponsors Ginger Johnson and Pam Minnick, along with our royalty, our Perch Run Queens. We are welcoming Mackenzie Strand and Bethany Bowling. In 8th place, number 1406, Hammersbach Perch Runs from Cashton, Wisconsin, with Scott Sanders exhibiting. Seventh place today is going to go to number 4029, Double S Perch Runs, making the trip from Ash Grove, Missouri, with Kim Scott. In sixth place, number 1377, Pittman Perch Runs, Claremont, Minnesota, with Mark Pittman. Your top five: in fifth place, number 2263, Silver Oak Perch Runs, the Strain family, joining us from Verdon, Manitoba, with Ethan exhibiting. Fourth place today going to 1871. That is the Clark Family Orchards entry, making the trip from Colorado with Scott exhibiting. In third place, number 1262, the White Mountain Perch Run entry, with Justin Hussey exhibiting. Your reserve and your champion, Center Arena. Ladies and gentlemen, the reserve champion in your tandem class is going to entry number 1828, Hunting Creek Farms from Hamptonville, North Carolina. Mr. Chip Lawrence doing the driving. And that leaves your world champion tandem in the arena. Our congratulations and the award going to number 1375, Red Oak Farms. Christopher Bonzingson doing the driving. Once again, we are welcoming Ginger Johnson and Pam Minnick, representing Renovo Equine Therapies. If you've not had a chance to visit with these ladies, stop by tomorrow and visit them in the booth on the tarmac area of, or the surrounding area of the Coliseum. They would love to talk to you about their therapies and what they have to offer. At this time in the spotlight, we are welcoming Christopher Bonzingson with the Red Oak Farms. Nice win for this young man. Congratulations in our tandem class. Christopher, you got a lot of girl power out there with you. A lot of young ladies cheering you on. As he makes his way around on the victory pass, our congratulations and your world title going to the Red Oak Farms. Congratulations. Once again, your world champion, congratulations going out to Red Oak Farms.